Hello there. Now, when I talk to people about what's hard about sales, I often hear talking about money at the end. And I'm wondering if you can relate to this. Our culture has some super weird issues with money. Everybody's obsessed with it. No one talks about it. We get mixed messages everywhere. And so, what we do instead is we hope to focus on simply the marketing, that our products will sell themselves. Which if the offer is good, to some extent, that gets us a lot of the way there, but we really avoid asking any direct questions or having any direct conversations at the end. And that is actually what is losing out on all of the sales. Since we are all business owners and we need sales to be in business, this becomes a problem. If we're not talking about money, it becomes weird. And so what happens is that clients will throw out, I can't afford it. And then we freeze and we're like, okay, thanks, talk to you later. Now, for me and possibly you, depending on what your business is, it's even more of a mind bend because when I'm talking to people about money, it's I'm literally asking them to pay money for my advice, which to me sometimes feels different than a physical product, but those of you that sell physical products might have a similar mind bend. And so I'm going to share with you a few things that have helped me in my career, 24 years of selling stuff, that I think will help you. So the first, I took the time on my own to think through the cost of them not doing the training and coaching. So for many of my clients, they're losing out on $2,000 to $10,000 per month by having holes in their sales process. That's not even including the non-monetary costs like time, stress, or lack of confidence, or whatever that lack of income is doing for their family situation. When I do that, I feel a lot more comfortable talking about money. Number two, I make sure that I value the thing that I am selling with my own role modeling. For me, I sell training and coaching. And so I make sure that I have a coach and I buy courses and I watch them and I implement them so that I feel really comfortable talking about the price of my products. When I was selling knives in my 20s, I wasn't cooking every day, but I really thought through the fact first that we did at least have the stuff, and all of the people that I knew that were like parents that would use it often and what that was worth to them. So that helped me a lot. The third thing that I do is I have a few choices. And so if someone says they can't afford it, what I will do is ask, well, is that the only thing that's holding you back? This is called isolating a concern. And then I will offer them something that has a lesser price. I just don't worry about it. For my business, it's payment plans. That usually helps a lot. For other businesses, it might be just different options if payment plans are not an option. So there's a few options around that. The fourth is I adopted a would you like fries with that mentality. I used to work at Blockbuster Video and talking about money wasn't a big deal. I would literally stand there, this was the 90s, late 90s, right? And be like, you have $68 in late fees. I didn't even flinch talking about money like that because it was just my job. At the end, when people would rent stuff, I'd say, would you like to do add the rewards program? And they'd say how much it is. And I wouldn't really worry about that. And I just did it because it was my job. And if I didn't say, would you like the rewards program? Or this is how much your late fees are, or whatever that was, I wasn't doing my job. And so I just took that same mentality when asking for the order in when I was selling knives, when I was selling education, I guess even like helping my kids with fundraising, or even in my coaching business. I'm just doing my job by talking about this thing. And so I kind of detach from that. Now, some of the most important things that come to mind are also things I don't do. And what I'm about to tell you, some people will watch this and be like, you're a sales trainer. I cannot believe you're not doing this. But the reason I don't do these things is I found they have not been very effective. They make people feel a bad way. And if I've done my building value job on the front end, which I know that I have, it simply becomes about affordability. So what's the big thing that I do not do? I do not try and overcome an affordability objection. I do not ask additional questions. I take them at their word. I think about maybe what I need to do to build more value so it outweighs the cost. And I'll just share a lower price option to see if that works better. When I share a lower price option, I actually increase my enthusiasm because they're probably pretty bummed. So I want to make them know that that other option is good. I actually don't talk about money very much other than saying, okay, here's the context behind the pricing. So for my coaching practice, I'll be like, I don't know if you had a chance to price one-on-one coaching. Have you? And I address that head on and I explain the context of one-on-one coaching in the business coaching field. And so they understand like what is the value of it. So then I can say, this is this much and this is this much, which will work better for you. And if they say they can't afford it, then I'll ask, well, is that the only thing that's holding you back? Okay, no problem. Thanks for telling me. How about this other one for this much instead? So I guess the summary of how I overcame discomfort in my whole life with talking about money at the end and how I continue to overcome it on a daily basis because I mean, it is a touchy subject. I live in the world that we are in. I just really focus on building value so I don't have to talk very much about it at all and have a few options. So if they say I can't afford it, I have a response and I already know what my response is. I know that if I've done a good job building value in my sales conversation, I only get I can't afford it if they really truly can't afford it. And there's nothing I can do about that. And I have to have faith that it will all work out. So I know that you can also improve your techniques in building value, improve the way you present pricing, improve your responses to pricing so you know what to say. So it's not weird, not awkward. You don't have to be afraid of these conversations anymore. And when that fear goes away and you're able to confidently ask for the order or talk about this, your sales will go through the roof. So I hope this is helpful and encouraging for you. We are having a sales conversation workshop coming up soon. Go ahead and grab the video that is somewhere, or there's a link somewhere around this video, and it'll give you all the details for that. And I hope you'll join me so that we can just get through this hump in your business. All right, I'll talk to you later and have a great day.